Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and today we are going to do a more glam look. This is my date night look for Valentine's Day. I love the red tones in here. I think everything just looks sleek and a little bit more glam, so I wanted to show you guys how I created this look. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just hop into it. Okay, I've had these eye patches on for a little bit now. I want to say around 10 minutes, so I am going to take them off. I am just going to put them back in the tin for now, and I will wash them after this video. These are the Duo eye masks. I love these. I use them honestly all the time whenever I feel like I need a little extra hydration, and especially when it comes to like a date night and I'm trying to make sure my skin prep is really good. It just feels nice and luxurious to have them. As a primer-ish thing, I'm gonna go in with the Denote Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is just a little tiny sample size of it, but I do really like it. I do feel like it adds a really nice glow. It is heavily fragranced, so if you guys are not into fragrance, would maybe avoid that if you have like extra sensitive skin. But I really like this. I feel like it leaves a really pretty skincare glow, and it's just a little mini sample size of it, so I'm trying to use it up as much as I can. And I haven't put sunscreen on yet, so I'm gonna go in with my favorite. It's the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen. I'm surprised that I haven't run out of this yet because I use it pretty much every day. It just goes on so smoothly, and it's clear so it doesn't leave a white cast. I'm just gonna give this a little bit of time to sink in. I definitely don't want any like pilling today. I find that if you just let things absorb a little bit longer, the chances of it pilling are not as high. For foundation, I'm actually going to go in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have this in the shade 6, which I think is actually a little bit too dark for me, but we're gonna make it work. I just have one pump right now because I want to not look too dark basically, but if I need to add more, I will. And this is just a little mini size of the foundation as well. The mini size was like $40, which is kind of insane. It's a very expensive foundation, so I try not to like waste it if I can. I'm just taking the Rare Beauty foundation brush to blend this out. So I just did a really thin layer. I feel like my face is definitely darker than my neck, so I'm just gonna take the brush, and whatever's left over, I'm just dragging it down. When it comes to like dates, I don't necessarily want anything that's like full coverage. I want more so like a skin-like finish. That being said though, I do have quite a few acne scars, so I'm gonna put on some concealer. The concealer I'm using is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I have mine in the shade Y7. And for this, I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty concealer brush as well. And I tried patting it out to try and leave the coverage exactly where I want it. For my under eyes, I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. And then just pat over my whole face to make sure there's no excess. For cream contour, I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I have mine in the shade She's Sculpted. I'm going to take this on this Real Techniques 070 brush, just go right in to the cream side. I honestly haven't used this in a while, so I'm excited to pull it back out. I just did a little bit. I don't need to be super contoured, but for cream blush, I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil in the shade Rose Crush. I think this is a very pretty shade, and I love this formula, honestly. It is just so nice and smooth. I am going to take this on this e.l.f. putty blush brush. Just dip in there. This is not super pigmented, but it does leave just a really pretty sheer layer of blush. I'm also not going to put on a ton of blush just because I do have a powder blush that I want to go in with as well. To set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in the shade Cherry Blossom. I'm going to take this on the Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes number 8 brush. That's actually a lot of powder, so I'm just going to try and tap this off. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my Glossier Wowder. This is just such a really pretty lightweight powder, and I do feel like it's nice and blurring as well. I have the Glossier powder in the shade G8 to G10. I forgot that I was going to go in with a little bit of highlighter as well, so I'm just taking a little bit of this Merit Day Glow in the shade Citrine. I'm taking it on my finger, and I'm going to use my finger to tap it out, just because I just powdered and I want to try and minimize the amount of disruption there is. I'm going to go in with the bronzer side of the Patrick Ta Duo, and I'm just going to take that on this ColourPop F32 brush. It's just a smaller brush, so I feel like I can be a little bit more pinpointed and exact. For powder blush, I want to go in with my Dior Rosy Glow blush in the shade 015 Cherry. I have the Rosy Glow blush in the shade 001 Pink too, and you guys know how much I love that blush. So for today, I want to use the shade Cherry because it's just this nice, bright, like vibrant red. But it's not too vibrant where I feel like I'm going overboard. I think it's just a stunning, stunning blush. I'm going to switch to this IT Cosmetics blush brush. This one is just an angled blush brush, and I feel like it does a better job of diffusing. For brows, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm just going to fill in some of these sparse areas with this Benefit brow pencil. This one is in the shade 5. And then for a clear brow gel, I'm going to go in with the Alicia Shaper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer. This is very similar to the Refi Brow Sculpt, but I think I like this one a little bit less than the Refi one still. Because it's date night and it's a little bit more glam, I want to go in with a liquid liner. This one is from Physicians Formula. I am going to attempt to do a baby wing. Not a baby wing. I accidentally brought this one like too far up and too far in, so it looks a little bit thicker than what I was wanting, but that's okay. I am going to go in with a little bit of this Flower Beauty Cream and Chrome Eyeliner Duo. This is in the shade Rose Gold and Rich Brown. I am just going to go in with the Rose Gold side, and I am just going to tightline with this. And I think this adds a little bit of brightness without looking too intense and too noticeable. I feel like the silver on the waterline is a bit more glam. And then the tight line, I'm just going to go in with the rich brown side on the upper lashes. I am going to go in with the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take my finger and put this all over the lid. Okay, I'm just going to wipe off the lip balm that I have on, and I am going to line my lips with the M Cosmetics Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Kitten. For lips, I'm going to go in with this Vive Satin Slip Lipstick in the shade Deep Love. It's this really pretty, kind of darker berry tone. Actually, I don't think that's going to match the blush. Instead, I'm going to use my Ramon Juicy Lasting Tint. This one is in the shade 23 at Nucademia. I'm going to go in with a little bit of setting spray. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Give it a little shake. I am going to curl my lashes. I am just going to take my Shiseido Lash Curler and this lighter warm it up just a little bit. Make sure it's not too hot. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Clio Kill Lash. Because this was supposed to be a little bit more of a glam look, I was gonna do falsies, but to be completely honest, I am just not capable of putting them on. So I feel like I'm a little bit powdery or a little bit glowy from the setting spray, so I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more powder, mostly just in my T-zones. Okay, and this is the final look. I feel like very glam. I feel very Valentine's Day, if I do say so myself. I hope you guys are having a great day today. If you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.